Wake that ass up. Early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host with us this morning, Jess Hilarious and Kendra G.
Yes.
And we got a special guest joining us from Queens, New York, Mario Carbone. Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
Now, for people that don't know who Mario Carbone is, Mario Carbone is a chef. He owns a couple of restaurants, of course, Carbone's New York City, which is been around for over 10 years.
Yep.
A lot of you guys probably have never been there because the waiting list is like 6 months at times to get a reservation.
Damn.
I've never been there. How crazy is that?
That is crazy. 6 months.
I'm New York all my life, and I've never been to Carbone's.
Now, is that because you can't get a reservation?
Yes, because reservations is too long. And I've seen celebrities come to the door, and they're like, I'm sorry, we have no seats. Like,
You got to make it a year in advance. So what if you break up with the said girl that you were going to go to the restaurant with?
Then you got a great excuse for the new one.
Now let's talk about the beginning where you're from. Now, you're from Queens, New York. And what got you into cooking? What got you into being a chef? Why?
Food was always just around in my family. You know, my grandparents were born in Italy, and they were like my first babysitters. So when my mom would drop me off with my grandparents, I'd be in the kitchen with them. That's how they were watching me, but they were always cooking. So I was always part of it. And as I got a little bit bigger, they would give me, little jobs to help out, clean the peas, whatever it was. And that was my first introduction to just working with food and being around it all the time. There's photos of me at 1 year old basting a turkey with my grandfather. And then as I got older, I just sort of got fascinated with the business. The idea, even as a kid going to local restaurants, it was magic to me. Say someone would hand you a menu, not know what you're going to want to order, and then behind those doors it was just going to appear. It was magic to me. So I just I was fascinated with the business.
It sounds like your passion for it because it's 10 years, your 10th anniversary. The restaurant business is a hard business, to keep a restaurant that long. So what do you think your secret is? A 6-month waiting list, 10 years of being successful. What would you say is the secret ingredient?
I don't think you can pick one. I think it's the sum of its parts, right? I think we have amazing people that have been there all 10 years. My team's been there since the beginning, which you don't see in restaurants anymore. The value of you walking in and knowing your guy, that's your waiter, that's the busboy, that's the chef, he's coming out, the manager, they're all the same people. In our business now, it's really transient. It's always changing. So we have an amazing culture, I think.
Are they all fine like you? Let's get to it. Women coming just to see you.
No.
Now you came in, just when he came in, we was he looking like money.
He's
money.
like money. But you know what's gonna get me excited? What is on that menu? And I like Creole and soul food and things of that nature. I love Italian and all that other stuff as well. But I love Creole food. What on that menu could you have me?
There's not a lot of Creole on this menu.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
I just wanted to know.
I'm not gonna lie.
Because if I'm gonna be waiting 6 months to get in, I'm gonna need a chicken wing. So that's why I asked. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have to pre-order that because that's gonna be off the menu.
That's off the menu.
Yeah.
How often do you change your menus?
We don't change it that often anymore. It's gotten to a place where there's a certain expectation of dishes that are gonna be there.
Gotcha.
And if you waited that long to get to it and I change it, then you're gonna be unhappy.
Pissed.
So we change it lightly seasonally as things kind of come in and out of season. But the menu is kind of been what it is for a minute now.
Nice. And how many restaurants do you have? You have, I know, New York. You have
I have 40
Miami?
total.
40?
Ooh,
Yeah.
40.
Wow.
Congratulations.
40 total.
All over the world.
And which one is the most successful? Would you say New York or Miami?
The single busiest restaurant we have is probably Carbone in Miami.
Carbone in Miami.
So what's the biggest celebrity that couldn't get in? Because Envy said he hasn't got a reservation yet. So that means you turning down
Oh,
celebrities.
girl,
So
Envy
who-
don't count. He ain't no celebrity. Hey, watch your mouth. I'm sorry, Envy. I'm sorry.
Who is the biggest celebrity that could not get in and pulls up and you deny them?
Can't kiss and tell. You can't talk about that.
Okay, well, who can call you at any given moment? Because Envy, we know he ain't able to call you. He's never been there.
I got his number now.
You got
I'm not getting turned down anymore.
good
I'm
now?
going to text him. I'm going to FaceTime him. I'm going to call him. I'm going to send a bat signal.
Okay,
It's
how
about
about,
if he
how about the
answers.
celebrity that has called you to get in that you allow?
I will say we take care of the people that take care of us.
You sound
Exactly.
like the Godfather.
We seen you cook for Jay and Drake and Kanye and Riri, who is probably one of the best celebrities to cook for. I know Pecos has your number. Pecos lives in Carbone's.
I guess this is my guy.
See, I figured that. Pecos, he's always in Carbone's. Who is some of the people that you enjoy cooking for?
It's always an honor when there's a celebrity in the house because they can call anybody, right?
Right.
Their people can call anybody's people and get them in the door. But that night they chose you, so it starts with being flattered, that they're in the building. And of course, it's exciting for the customers that are there and for the team that's cooking for them. But we've been lucky enough to see a lot of people come through the doors from Tony Bennett to whoever's on the come up right now.
Yeah.
It's a fun place to be. Definitely.
You cooked for Jay-Z and all them. I envy me, you, or Kendra ain't getting in this restaurant. You can have him on speed dial, baby. He ain't answering no damn phone.
None. Okay, what about the biggest tip? What celebrity left the biggest tip? Can you tell us that?
The biggest tip?
The biggest tip, because I know Jay-Z is a big tipper.
You don't know that.
He's on record for like giving like $2,000 and other amounts at different places.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to tell us none of this, but you know what? This is good right here. You could go there and he ain't gonna. You go there with your side chick. He's not gonna reveal anything. You keep
do not
it
go
secrets.
to Carbone's with your side chick.
Hell no.
A side chick can't go to Carbone?
Hell no.
Side chicks ain't even worth that much.
Hell no.
Hell no.
You better not.
Oh, really?
Yes. That's a place where everybody knows your name and all that. Like, you don't want to be disrespectful.
Okay, this is main girl restaurants. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So I want to ask, when doing Carbones, do you franchise Carbones or do you actually own all 40 restaurants? And how difficult is that to watch?
So when it's a place that's very far from home, we use local partners. So like Carbone in Hong Kong, like there's a team that runs that restaurant that's Hong Kong based, and then I have a travel team that goes all over the world making sure that standards are being met.
Now, what's the most popular thing on the menu? If somebody's listening right now, they're going to call and say, you know what, I want to make a reservation and try this. What do you suggest they try?
The most popular thing is probably the spicy rigatoni. Caesar salad. I mean, it's classic. It's classic New York Italian.
Songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But classic New York Italian. I mean, spicy rigatoni, Caesar salad, veal parmesan, cheesecake. I mean, like we're not going off script here.
Right.
You know, we're just trying to make the best version of it.
Yeah.
And how was everything during the pandemic? How did that hold? Because everything was shut down and you have so many restaurants, and I don't know if people are Uber eating to Carbones.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you allow that?
That's
Well, the only time we've ever done it takeout was during COVID, and we got shut down by the cops because we created such a scene of people and drivers outside that we had to close because there was too many people congregating at one spot during COVID. So that didn't work for us. And then we pivoted. That's how we kind of got to Miami. Is that we saw that they were
Miami was the only place open. Florida was the only
place
place
in
open.
the world
And
that was
Atlanta.
open.
And Atlanta, yeah.
So we just were like, okay, we have to lay off all these people right now. But if anyone wants to work, we're gonna go to Miami. There's gonna be jobs down there. We're gonna start doing it, and that's how Carbone Miami happened.
Wow,
that's actually amazing. I was gonna ask you that. How do you pick your cities? And when I ask you like, how do you pick them? It's more so of like the cultures in different cities, because when you travel, it's different cultures for everything. Like the food in Chicago is different from the food in Louisiana. Right. Illinois and Louisiana and Atlanta is different from Houston. How do you even pick where your next locations will be?
I think at this point we're trying to choose locations where we can do scale, right? Like to move my team at this point is really precious. So choosing places and cities that we have multiple opportunities. We feel like they're going to be really receptive to our product. There's like culture, there's like community, there's potentially, friendships or partnerships, different reasons that'll bring you there. But I'm really conscious of not moving my team for small things at this point. Like it's too valuable.
Do you still cook? I
still cook, yeah.
What restaurants? Is it like on Mondays I'm here or Wednesdays I'm there? Like if somebody wants of course this is your menu, you prepared the food and you train the staff, but if somebody wanted to see you cook.
The Mario Carbone.
Yes. Does that happen often?
It still happens, yeah. I mean, I don't advertise it, but like I'm there for the team. I'm there because I'm working on something. I'm usually at one of the Carbones, unless we're opening something new that I want to be in that kitchen and I want to open it. Openings are important that I'm there. And then I kind of work around the different Carbones in different cities depending on where I need to be and check on those teams and pop out in the dining room and
Everybody's a chef now, right? I'm sure everybody's family member has a chef. It seems like it's one.
I'm not a chef. I eat out. I'm a professional reservation maker. I don't cook, and I'm proud of that.
Well, make a reservation at Carbone.
I'm making reservations.
I bet you won't get in there.
We just met him. I'm going to every spot. I'm about to be on the Carbone tour. What you talking about? I'm with Envy. Envy, see, I met you on the first date.
Oh,
now
girl, you ain't never getting in there. You with Envy.
Yeah, I'm going like, listen, he in the back. Tell Mario, Kendra G. She was on the go. Mario know me.
Mario know me.
I was on the Breakfast Club. Envy, call Mario.
He got new signs.
I'm making a scene. You better let me in.
Like, Mario, there's a girl making a scene at the front door. Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
How difficult was it to open up your first restaurant? Because you're from Queens, you're in New York City, which is very expensive. So how difficult was it to do that and licensing and funding and financing?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, our first restaurant was 400 square feet. It was 6 tables, smaller than the studio. And we funded it with a little bit of money that myself and my business partner's family had saved up, basically their life savings. Blue-collar families that had put enough money aside to like just give their kid a shot at a dream. And the whole goal was just keep the lights on, right? Like goal one was not like win awards, get celebrities, stars. No, it was like keep the lights on, don't lose your family's money.
And then and how did it go from that small restaurant to what you have now? Did it go one overnight and said, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do," or was it a bigger restaurant with 6 tables? Now it's 10 tables, then 15 tables, and
pretty
to
much
where it is now.
Yeah, by the third one we had gotten to Carbone. So we started with 20 seats at a time, and Carbone's 80 seats now in New York. So the third one was Carbone, and that was probably the one that put us on a bigger map.
Who's the first celebrity to come to Carbone?
I mean, Steve Stout brought Jay in pretty early to Teresi.
Okay.
How do you know Steve Stout?
Steve's one of our investors and a close friend of the family.
Okay.
And Steve got his hand in everything. Man. Steve's another Queens person. He's from my side of Queens, North Side.
We graduated the same high school.
Oh, so
you
you
got the Holy
got
Cross?
Queens is the Holy, Steve's the Holy
Steve at
Cross.
Holy Cross?
Yep.
Oh.
So y'all New York guys get busy.
Yeah.
Y'all are busy.
I went to the
men.
better school, St. Francis Preparatory High School.
Okay,
by the
this
way.
is not about
Just
you,
to
and we
let
are
you know
not
that.
interviewing you. Listen, Mr. Mario, you are a very, very busy man, and we notice you have a men's line too.
Yeah.
What is Lady of Morocco?
It
Lady of
was
Morocco,
just an
right?
extension of like of the lifestyle. I do a lot of the creative directing for the company, which means I'm playing with the uniforms and the music and the china and all the things that we do. So I've been doing that for years. And to be honest, like I wanted to try to affect the way that guys dress in the restaurant.
Right.
Oh.
That's good.
Because sometimes it's a little sloppy.
Listen, I just did a video. So if you don't know me, and I know you probably do, don't say you don't. Even if you don't, just say you do know me. I'm a comedian, and I always make fun of guys that take women on dates, and the women are always dressed up. Looking
Absolutely.
good, and the guys,
Yeah.
t-shirts, jeans,
Hat.
New Balance, hat, and it's like, yo, y'all can't come in here look like you can't come in dapper. You can't, even if you don't put on a whole full-fledged suit.
Yeah.
You can have on slacks. So that's what you offer in your line.
Yeah,
your men's
exactly.
line.
Yeah.
Okay, a dapper way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
eat.
it's still like there's still a casualness to it. Like I'm not
Absolutely.
trying to like put them in formal
Got
suits,
you.
but it is like suiting material, and a way that a guy who would normally dress like that
Absolutely.
would clean themselves up to come
Yeah.
to Carbone.
Yeah, and to match the
Is there a dress
ladies that
code?
they're with.
Yeah.
No dress code.
No dress code. Okay, so you can't go, but you prefer them to show up in a certain way.
I was trying to affect how they might
You
dress.
should
yeah.
know how to dress at least business casual for a proper dinner when it's a
Business
certain
casual. If
ambiance
I'm a rapper,
of a restaurant.
23 years old, $30 million in the bank.
You still should know how to spend that $30 million
Nah,
to
come
get
on,
you some
Mom.
slacks.
Just trying to be up in the restaurant, Mom.
No.
Because the girls are getting dressed.
I just finished hooping at the Garden. I'm
Yeah,
tired. My
like, come
knees
on,
hurt.
Why would you be at
Yeah.
Carbone if you just got finished hooping at
Because
the
I'm hungry. I
Garden?
just worked up my
Yeah.
appetite, and I'm starving.
I got
That's
some
why
money,
There's gonna be some
B.
chicks
But
there.
that's why we got Fridays and Outback, my man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we do the Carbone when we are dapper.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
Now tell us what you have in supermarkets that people can actually purchase.
So about a year and a half ago, we launched our sauce in supermarkets.
Jess Hilarious was so upset you came with the sauce
Yes.
and no food.
Because I want to taste the sauce, but I want to put it on something. You ain't got like
Jess, that's how.
a lamb chop lollipop. In the back.
I'll check out back.
Okay. He said, go to Outback. You want that? That's what. No, we serve hummus over here.
Yeah, it was a way to kind of touch people across the country that weren't going to be able to get to the restaurants or be in my city or whatever, and the opportunity came along, and we thought it was a great idea, and now we're in like 20,000 stores nationwide.
Amazing.
growing
the different flavors and SKUs, and it's been great.
You mentioned you were from Italy. I'm actually going to Italy for the first time. So are you guys there, or can you give me some recommendations on what restaurants I should see while I'm
I
there?
can give you a couple of
Are
recommendations.
you giving recommendations? Oh, you can.
I used to live there, and I trained there when I was much younger.
Oh, okay. You want to come be the tour guide? You know, I can
First
use the
of
tour
all,
guide.
Yeah.
Jesus
You know,
Christ.
You're talking about both these single ladies right here.
I was ready to say
She ready.
I feel like she's got me in a gondola right now.
She's like, Maria, you feel like what you doing tomorrow? You want to come to Italy with me?
No, what you doing right now?
What you doing tonight?
Let's go right now. What you doing
right now? I don't want you to change your mind. You know, why I got you on tape and camera, you might change your mind. But no, I'm really excited. But no, congratulations.
Thank
You're
you.
doing so well. And I truly salute you. And I'm going to come. I'm more well behaved than I am. I'm only ghetto on the Breakfast Club. I'm a very poised woman outside of here.
She went to my college.
Yeah,
so
I went
she's very
to Hampton
poised.
University, yes. Yeah.
Now, also, let's talk about this American Express Carbone Beach before you get out of here. What is Carbone Beach?
So we team up with our friends at American Express. We did it last year. We're doing it again this year. And basically for Formula One weekend, which is next weekend in Miami, the city's at complete capacity. And we wanted to do something even more extra than Carbone that's in Miami. So we built this tent last year on the physical sand of South Beach. And it's 400 guests per night, 4 nights, Thursday through Sunday, with a headlining performer. So it's basically an old world supper club where people are dressed up a little bit. It's a kind of a formal weekend. It's a lot of fun. There's the food's over the top. There's music all night long. And it's just it's a throwback to like an old era of dinner and a show.
That's dope. Well, we appreciate you for joining us, and thank you so much for coming through. And we've heard so many good things about. When I told people Mario Carbone was coming, not to be racist, but my white friends was like, "I need to come to the Breakfast Club."
Hey, yo.
There's one right there. See, that's Ronnie right there. He was like, I told him he probably, I don't even know how he got upstairs because I didn't go get him, but he made me He's like, I need to meet him.
Well, he's white. He
But we appreciate you for coming, and good luck with everything.
Thank you.
If somebody wants to
me.
follow you, or somebody single and wants to holler at you as well, you want to give them your Instagram, your IG handles, all that stuff.
Why are you single?
I have a girl at home.
Oh, you have a girl.
Yeah.
What?
That's why he said
just
relax.
one, just one.
Just one.
That's why he said relax.
He got a couple of restaurants in
Kendrick's
different
like, just
cities.
one? I could be two.
Please, they could be 2 or 3.
He got a whole bunch of cities, but I'm happy for your girlfriend. That's good. Stay with her. We need more men that can be happy with one woman.
And can cook for them. So
Yes.
that's really good.
Do you cook for your wife?
Yeah, I take care of her.
Does she cook at all?
That's
No,
so
she's
good.
terrible. in the
Oh,
kitchen.
she's a
This is good.
spoiled
I'm gonna find a
brat.
chef.
Damn.
So Mario, you spoiled her.
She's got like room service.
Oh, we need more of that. That's
Yes,
good.
yes.
So congratulations.
Well, ladies and
man.
gentlemen, it's Mario Carbone, and we appreciate you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And we're going to make it down to your restaurant.
We'd
Yes,
love
we
to have
will.
you.
All right, and I'm going to
Thank
text you
you.
when you see DJ Envy. Don't put me on red. Like, make sure you actually look
got
at it
you. I
and
got you.
have us in.
Yeah.
Got you.
All right,
Thank
enough said.
you.
It's Mario Carbone. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up. Early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.